Ah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sussex Saturday. I'm Via Speaks Royally. Sorry I was a little delayed, and the live stream just life's behind the scenes, and yeah, you just have to try to keep up with it. And then of course I started it off with such an ugly face up there. You probably heard my reaction, so yeah, I'm almost in trash time right off the gate. So let me see what one of the faves had to say. Mrs. S, I was planning to take a mental health break from YouTube because of an encounter I had with a hater, but I realized that my therapy is right here on this podcast with VS Speaks Royally and oh, who came for you, Mrs. S? Who came for you? Let us know. Let me know in membership side. So it's only a small number that will see it because, yeah, do I need to get after somebody for you? We don't play when it comes to Mrs. S. Or was this in real life? Because, whatever. Don't play with Mrs. S. Don't play with the squad. Okay. Now I'm gonna start, and I didn't mean to start like that. Oh, let's see. Let me get into it. Um, I don't know if Nightbot is there. And hello, I am Betty J. Gathers. I'm getting ready to discuss you in a little bit, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. All right. First things first. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Whew, what a crazy situation here. Okay. My favorite quote, you can find it on the Archwell website, which a link is usually in the description, especially of Sussex Saturday. Each of us can change our community. All of us can change the world. And since it is not necessarily the first day of September, but I wanted to just read this because I just thought it was a beautiful little thing. September blessings. Welcome to September. So much goodness is coming your way this month. There, take that affirmation. Keep saying that to yourself. So much goodness is coming your way. All right, now to some sad notations. First, yesterday we got word that Mohammed Al Fayed, who was Dodi Fayed's father, Princess Diana's last boyfriend, the gentleman that died with Princess Diana, Dodi Fayed. His father passed away nearly one day to the, what is it, 26 years that it's been, and makes you pause a little bit. But yeah, he's now at rest. And he gave some of the headlines were like, oh, that, had clashes with the royal family. Um, Not that they need to be brought into this. Most people that know him would know, but rest in peace, sir. You lived a long life and you mourned your son each and every day. So, also this morning, got up and saw on CNN when it was breaking news, Jimmy Buffett has passed away, the singer. Many may know, many may not know, can't play the song, but I'm sure you've heard Margaritaville. I had to play for my mother-in-law, and she's like, no, I don't remember. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay. I guess not everyone has heard um, that song before, but it seems like it has been everywhere at any time. Okay. Just taking a sip of tea. Some happier news. Happy birthday to Mama Doria. Today's her birthday. Um, Let me just say, she celebrated nicely. She had a nice birthday gift. I wish my birthday gift was like that, although I wouldn't have been able to go, but it would have been nice. So, and what I'm referring to in the title, you see it mentions about Bey'S Renaissance Tour. Well, the Sussexes were there. Now, there was some talk. I'm going to probably jump into trash time along the way, but if we remember Squad, Taylor Swift, and there was word Megan was there, but we never saw any pictures. Well, there's plenty of pictures of them and their guests and everybody in the suite, because yeah, they were in a suite. And then we're going to do a little look back, and we're going to get into some stuff, and we're going to get into more stuff, and then we're going to hit trash time to really get into some stuff. I couldn't even load all of the stuff that I wanted to for trash time because of the pictures and all the other stuff I have up here with regard to Invictus. So it might be like the shortest podcast. I'm just kidding. All right. So mentioning Bey, for all of you who may not know Beyonce, if you don't know her name, okay, maybe we can help you along somewhat. But Beyonce is on a world tour and is in the state of California. And I just, you know, there are folks everywhere with a camera and they're gonna snap them pictures. So I will just say there's a little some people that don't like the Sussexes are making a big to do of Harry's stance and pose, but there's many other men that were famous men that were also there in attendance that are just it's hilarious to see how the guys were reacting to the women. So anyway, we know there is a friendship, because I will say it's more than an acquaintance. It's a friendship between the Sussexes and Bey. So it's not a surprise that they were there. Um, you see Meghan by Harry. Okay. Mama Doria looking glorious. And then Abigail Spencer, I believe, is the one that's in the front. We didn't get good view. I don't think of the person's face, but it looks like Abigail. But it could be Gina also. So, um, but they're having a good time. Harry's on the phone. Hey, see, there's a man. Men are standing. They're just standing. They're like, okay, we're here. We brought our wives, our girlfriends, our significant others. We're just here. We're supporting. We're doing what we need to do. Um, everybody's standing at this moment. Of course, there's going to be moments where you're not like screaming at the top of your lungs. It is a performance that you're getting. But the person that took this picture, I saw it on the app formerly known as Twitter, was saying that he looked right at me. He saw me taking the picture. So I'm giving credit. Not going to put your name out there because those that may hate watch this may come for you. So, but I had to snag it anyway. Um, and actually, I believe, well, the person's somewhat of a deranger because y'all will see coming up. I'm not going to get into it right at this moment. Just put a pin in it. So, this is a famous actor right here. I'm screaming because people want to make a big to do about Harry just standing there. I mean, okay. Um, Y'all should know this lovely female's face that's behind the guy with the glasses. You should know her, and you should know there's her significant other. Does he look happy? Mm. He's there. Now, mind you, these are pictures that other people have snagged, and I'm sharing them here. But if you don't know who the tall gentleman with the dark shirt is, that's LeBron James. Mhm. He's just standing. Okay, just trying to give some context to why men may celebrate, why they may not. They're there though in support. Okay. Now, let's take a little look back on time when a duchess met a queen, queen of entertainment, if you want to say, because it was a movie premiere, The Lion King. And it was a lot to do, and she actually addressed my princess. This was Beyonce saying this to Megan, and now you know, squad, we were all like, "Oh!" We were losing our minds at this moment, and especially if you're a squatty and, of the Bay Hive. Okay, so yeah, you were having your moments all the way around. So Megan being a fan, but Bay also being a fan supporter of Megan. It just, yeah, all the way around. That was a good evening. And then oh, please, we all ate this up. We all ate this up. Much was made of this moment. I think the Hive had some responses for people, and it really kind of shut down a lot of the noise that was behind this. But try it and see. Try going after any of them right now that went to that concert and see what's going to happen to you. So, if you all remember, Harry and Meghan on Netflix, there was a moment that Meghan and Harry are at their desk, this in their office, the office that the UK media seems to have noticed this week, with Heart of Invictus being released, but they're at their desk and she says, "Oh, Beyonce just texts." And he's like, this was the funniest moment. And I'm so glad someone had I took this from the video that the person had put up because, I didn't have that much time to really grab it and bring it across, but you probably have seen it 5 million times if you're like me. Yeah, Harry was too funny. So when I say they're friends, there is communication that happens that, you know, we all would die for to get a text from Beyonce. And Beyonce's message to her, yeah, it was deep. It was intentional, it was deep, and it was much needed at that time. hmm Excuse me, a sip of tea. She was pouring into Megan, and that's exactly what Megan needed. And even Harry said, yeah, that's right. So all right. Let me take a little breather. Okay, so we know this coming week, Well Child, Harry will be in the UK for the one night for that event, and then he's headed to um, Germany for the Invictus Games. If you haven't seen the Heart of Invictus yet, you are missing out. I do hope you get a chance to see it. Um, the 5 episodes I've talked about it at length are it's very deep, it's very personal, and um, don't listen to the haters unless you are one, and then hey, whatever. So, Mishan, many of you know, he's the photographer. He's taken many photos, famous photos of Harry and Meghan. He tweeted out, It's weird to call it a tweet when it's not Twitter, but anyway, I digress. But he was just saying how proud he is of this man, the incredible space of healing that is We Are Invictus. Countless lives have been changed through the very real sense of community that Prince Harry has built with the Invictus Games. I took this picture on the last day of last year's games in The Hague. Empathy and purpose can go a long way, a long, long way. And then he has hashtags with mental health. And here is the picture that he took of Harry. And it is very poignant. Very. Michonne's eye for detail and just capturing people um, is really, really something else. So, there's a video clip where Harry is saying, "We are Invictus." And we are. If you watch Heart of Invictus, you will understand we are Invictus. So, um, this picture is from like one of my favorite moments of the Invictus Games back in 2018. The boat, the moment when Harry and Meghan, and then the guy jumps onto their boat and goes to give a bear hug, and he's like, "No!" I always will love this particular moment of those games. So I just wanted to throw in my favorite. But while I'm cheering for all teams there, yeah, Team USA, yeah, they've got the juice right now from. And I just saw a couple of pictures that were snagged of Harry, and since he does live here in the United States, I'm sure his heart is with the UK team. They need the support too. Hello, UK media. Um, But going out onto the site, you can see Invictus site, they give you the information as for dates, what's happening, etc. So the 8th and the 7th, or is that the 6th? Let me get my eyes together. Oh, 6th and 7th, there's a Warrior Care Conference. And then the 9th through the 16th, they have the Invictus Village. I need, if anyone is on the ground, please, and share your pictures because it's huge. The Invictus Village is huge. And then they have, I love this team respect area. Okay. They're not going to tolerate too much foolishness. So if people are trying to go there and be loud and obnoxious, it's not going to work. But then September 9th, that's when everything kicks off. We are a week out. Rah, 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 rah. We have, they have IGF conversation, Invictus Village opening, and then the opening ceremony. Looking forward to seeing all the highlights from that next week. Hopefully by the time I go live, otherwise I will have to do like a upload. There is that big time difference. So if you go out to if you're on social media, Team USA has an X account, but they are providing the link out to the website. I think I put it in the description. I'm not sure, but anyway, there were 7, I think it was 9 screenshots of Team USA. Yeah, it's massive. So I had to remove a lot of them in order to get some other information, and I still can't get everything in. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So this was shared the other day, and I had to, of course, change music in it, not to get copyrighted, but I want to, the next 2 items, I'm just going to play for you, get you hyped, get you hyped. So the background in this video is what I had to add in order to keep it from being an issue. So here you go. USA, USA. Okay. So, woo! That got me hyped. I was like, oh, I have to share this. Hopefully, you all enjoyed it. So, as I said, Team USA is really pushing out information, members of the team. Yes, happiness, joy. So, I wanted to share her words, the young woman that's on. Let me get to my clip, and here you go.
Hey, it's Carly James here, and we just got here for training camp for US Invictus, and I am most excited to get back on the court for sitting volleyball. So see you out there, and we're gonna beat some butt.
Yes, I do hope Team USA takes the goal. I'm sorry, I just have to say where my yeah. All right, all right, all right, all right. So I'm gonna go through Squatty Corner really quickly, then I'll jump into some comments. There's like over 100. Yeah. So with Squatty Corner, I just had to share this. A squatty had put up, how dare Harry and Meghan attend Beyonce's concert in LA? They're going to overshadow Kate's visit to the Turn Up Toff's Rustic Music Festival. And what are they wearing? Dressing like they live in this century is disrespectful to our real royals. His Majesty the King must remove their titles. I thought that was hilarious. It's a moving gift, the baby. We all know when we see that baby, oh yeah, it's coming. The laughter's coming. Okay, so Bali, congratulations to Sussa Squad and our community at large, family, friends, everybody that we have shared the link with that, broke the 40,000 mark on the giving campaign, which I know that that's usually the last few weeks before the end of the giving campaign. There's a burst. Um, so, mhm, we have 2 weeks to go, and yeah, it's about to be on and popping. I took this about an hour ago or more, and it was $40,938, and it's just awesome. Awesome. Yay. Give yourself some hand claps for that. Keep on sharing, sharing, sharing. The link is pinned. I think some of the mods are dropping it also in the chat, but if you're able to give, great. If you're not, if you could just share the link with your community, family, friends, etc. It's going to Santa Bali, which is the charity that Prince Harry helped co-create or co-found, and Santa Bali Forget Me Not, which Forget Me Nots is Diana's favorite flower. So, mhm. Okay. Welcome back to channel membership, to Bright Eyes PBJ, and to Max V World. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. And yesterday, I just want to say thank you to all the squatties that showed up for a little mini interview that unfortunately it just seemed a little disjointed to me because life was lifing in the background. Let me just say it like that. But Betty J, I believe she is in the chat right now. I know I saw her right when the live stream had started. She's thrilled that you all did show up, and she's appreciative. I'm appreciative for those that did and were able to join into her live stream, and then y'all were chatting it up with her when I when I had to step away for a moment or two or three, it seemed like. But I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to you all, and even for the views that it is getting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She is a wonderful, wonderful content creator in person, and she is hilarious when you get to know her. So I wanted to thank you all for that. All right, let me just quickly look in the comments and see what is going on. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening in the comments? Okay, if anything major has happened, really quickly. Tear, yes. Harry thought the guy was going to crush. Yeah, he was like, no. It's like one, and then the guy's like, no, 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 I know, I know. I thought he was going to crush it too. I was like, whoa, dude. Um, Let me see. Diane, loving the Invictus swag, and this is just training camp. Okay. Yes. Which is also another thing that you can, Mrs. S. Are we in trash time yet? Did I miss something? Listen, no, we're not, but we're getting there. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Um, uh-oh, Sherry, you didn't get a notice. Yeah, that does happen. Algorithm is algorithming, but I'm glad you're here. Usually on Saturdays, you can count that at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, I am going to be live. So it's rare that I am not. Of course, it may be a few minutes later if life is lifing behind the the scenes. But what's kids say? Miss Betty J interview was so much fun. Yeah, she is so lively. She is a hoot. And I thank you because I remember you were there, Elaine. I did see you. You all squad. As I told her, squad. They'll show out. They'll show up and show out. Y'all behaved yourselves for the most part. Marshall was there cutting up. I loved it though. Loved it, loved it, loved it. So I do thank you all for those who were able to, and I believe it's still on my community tab if you can find it, or if somebody's able to drop the link to that live and you can watch it, watch it, the replay of it. Diane is coming back as a channel member because Diane's been one. Yeah, so kind. So welcome back to channel membership. I can say that to you. And Elaine, thank you. Okay, so for those that have rejoined channel membership, nope, don't want to click that. Okay, it was almost on the put the person in timeout. No, 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 no. I'm just gonna play this for all three of you. You, Max, and Bright Eyes PBJ. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Oh, new channel member. New channel member. New channel member. I might have to do a little song that says "Welcome, welcome back, welcome back." No, I'm just okay. Elaine, for the super sticker. You do a lot of spoiling. I just have to say that, and I do appreciate it. So this is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. All right. I'm going to, well, let me see how much of the trash time did I get in here. I'll make it do what it do. It's not everything, but I'll make it do what it do because it'll take too much to. Mrs. S, did you put a message? Let me come over here and see if you had a message because I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared that you put a message in here. Oh, no, just 21 months. Wow, 21 months? Whew. That's a long time. She's been kicking my butt for 21 months since why I do what I do. Let me come over here. Okay, so Mrs. S, I love and appreciate you. All right, let me see. Uh, oh my goodness. Who's calling them names? Who is calling them names? The Rangers? Okay. Yeah. Um, but hello, healthcare tidbits. How are you? I don't know if anybody's calling them names, but they'll learn their lesson if they mess with them. That's true, because she has her own hive too. Let me see. Lorna! Y'all are too funny with the trash time. I'm telling you, y'all are too funny. All right, this is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so very, 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 very much. Okay. Alma! You just made it in time. Okay, and then I'm gonna hit the get into our real fun time. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to you all. Thank you all, thank you all, thank you all. Okay. Whew, I don't think there's any other comments. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, what is this? Who said this, Diane? If Dodie's dad instructed Will to drop coins in Lillian Archer's account, code blue. Ooh, Jesus. Yeah, they would. They really would. But I mean, you think of it. We still don't know what was in Phillips. I mean, given the relationship he had with Harry, I mean, you just have to think. Aside from if there were any others out there. Cookies and cream, thank you. Channel member for 17 months, as well as, my manager, my self appointed manager. So, you are the greatest manager ever. So, I appreciate you. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't be trying to make me cry because, I'm a sap when it comes to certain things. I appreciate and love y'all too. Let me get to my little, ooh. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let me go through these few pre-trash time. I'm sorry. I got y'all all hype. There's a couple of trash time things. So this picture is floating. I have to laugh at it. We've seen it many times, but what do you think Harry and Meghan are thinking? And what do you think Stank Face Space is thinking? He looks like he's about to fall out the chair from sleep. Just put the comments in the chat. I'm sure I'll see them. Now I play this game, Woodkuru. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Yeah. This is like my some of y'all like Candy Crush and them others. No, this is the game for me. Or Wooduku. That's it. Wooduku. So each week there's a new journey. And why is it that this week it happened to be the UK? I saw that and I was like, are you kidding me? Great Britain? I was like, okay. I started to skip the week, but I said, no, I'm going to play it. Try to beat the journey this time. But yeah, I'm being trolled by a flippin' game on my phone. Megan's gown. I don't know what it is about folks. They're just writing all these lovely articles now. Take take in that this article was published the 31st of August, 2023. Megan got married May 19th, 2018. But they're just writing, like Brides Magazine, they're just writing Princess Eugenie's reaction to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's royal wedding ceremony is going viral. Somewhere on TikTok, somebody's sharing, I guess. So there's this whole to do, and I was like, really, y'all? Um, like, really? So I go in and I look, and then they're going through this whole thing. The camera pans to her, and as they're singing a hymnal, and then as she looks off to the side, and then there's this big smile. They're trying to say that when he lifted the veil, that's when she did. But I was like, y'all, what the hell is going on? Like, seriously, what the hell is going on? Okay, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it is just me. Um, I did have some information. I don't know where it went. I'll just say the Spanish royals have sent their children um, the heir and then the spare, I guess, so to speak. But the spare was going off to um, just, I can't even think together. Here it goes. It's going to say that the heir is off at training. Hello to the UK. The Spanish royals have sent their heir off to get training at the General Military Academy for 3 years of study with the Spanish Armed Forces. Hello. She's going off. She is going off for training. Meanwhile, the heirs in the UK just sit on their arses. Okay. And I'm not even in trash time, but all right. I had lovely pictures. Obviously, I probably blew those right out the water when I was getting ready to go into the live stream. So, all right, let me look, see. Carlene, thank you. All right. Mm. Gwendolyn Baldy Williams asleep like a clown. Child, if he had a fell over, that would have really been a hoot. Nafisa, this is when they just had another baby and he was tired. Who? William? Are you talking about William being tired? They have nannies. You think he gets up for any? Okay, I'm just. Whew, we're not in trash time yet. All right, so Carlene, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I so appreciate it. And this is for you, and then we'll get into, what we got to do. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Again, and thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So I have the marker up. Oh, let me take that comment down. I have the marker up, and let's get on into it. It's your favorite time, trash time, trash time, trash time. Okay, so underneath the Bay pictures of, Harry and Meghan at Renaissance, here comes a deranger, troll account, whatever, that's under here and is asking the person, hi, I'm whoever at this, the mirror pictures. And they wanted to feature the image, giving credit to the person. And do you know, okay, almost said a crazy, crazy comment. So the deranger responded because a squatty would have said F off and gave their information. So everybody's like, oh, okay. And I have to remember to go back and block that person because I was too busy doing other stuff. But yeah, so squatties were under there like, so you're begging for pictures. Like, really? Um, the irrelevant ones are so relevant, aren't they? Okay, so let me see. How is this all? Because I was bringing stuff in just at the last minute. Okay, so King Charles, yeah, this article, King Charles arrives at the Baklava Company, and I guess he's in Scotland. I don't know if this is. Let me see if my banner, if it gives the date. No, and I just saw this and was like, oh, okay. Because it says, I read when it says, has had enough of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's behavior over the past 3 years, a royal expert claims. But that has nothing to do with where he's at. Why aren't you discussing where he's at and what he's doing instead of bringing in the first sentence to get somebody? I didn't click on the article, and I didn't. I just took the screenshot because I was like, this is the typical behavior. Deflection. Like, he's supposed to be somewhere, but then you're going to claim that they're overshadowing their engagement. Well, you don't talk about the engagement. What do you want? What do you want? Are they truly not that interesting that you have to picture them going into a place, but yet you won't talk about what was happening that they were there? Okay, but you want to discuss him being unhappy about Harry and Meghan over the 3 years. F them. And I'm glad I said just F them because they had an opportunity to have half in, half out. They didn't want it. And that little weasel that's pictured in there allowed his heir to control that whole conversation. We already know what that conversation was like. Okay. The hooting, hollering, and screaming from incandescent with rage all the god darn time. The weasel in the picture, who is the monarch, didn't really say anything and just, Mr. Weasel, um, whatever. But you're unhappy. We're unhappy with you, sir. Go F off, okay? All right, let me see. What else did I have in here? So Heart of Invictus. Lord, people are killing me here with their crazy stuff that they're bringing up. And yeah, this didn't have it. The squatty that shared it, I love it though. So it has this Semper Pravum, and it just says, "Sorry, I used to be a rubber dagger." Prince Harry's Royal Marines tribute is an Americanism alien to British military, and so he signed off on his tribute to his grandfather. Now, this is the whole thing. Now, this might have been out a while ago. I just happened to see it, and was like, oh, okay. Let me grab this because with Heart of Invictus, there's so much that comes. People start throwing everything out there. Just y'all said this then, and this is what you're doing now, and all of that. So, um, if we remember the tribute when Harry signed off, it's per mar per tarum, I believe is how you pronounce that. I don't do well with most languages. But the squatty luckily had put the tribute that the Royal Marines had up for the Duke of Edinburgh, the prior one. And if you look where the smiley face or the emoji is pointing to, that is the Royal Marines. What do you call it? Motto? So, dig at Harry as you're trying to dig at him for everything else, but another one that I can say go F off. Okay. Cosplay and space. I need your attention, please. Attention, space and cosplay and space. Attention, please. Stop tagging your SEO to Harry and Meghan. You mother truckers can't get traffic unless you are assigning your SEO and having your flipping names come up when somebody is doing a search for the Sussexes. And it's very relevant. hmm hmm You wusses can't get the traction. And your number has been sitting at the same from when they deactivated their account 3 years ago. Haven't been buying those followers, her. And I do hope Meta does some cleanup and brushes y'all right off that account. How about that? Buy those. Go ahead and start buying those followers again. It's kind of obvious. You may get 10,000, but you have millions of followers. The numbers don't add up. Okay. But case in point, here you have it. You just type that word, Sussex, and look who pops up, the Prince and Princess of Wales, which y'all couldn't wait to change that over on all your social medias, but I digress. Um, the parody accounts have been cutting up badly, but bad in a funny way. So, I don't know why. This is from Yahoo, but Yahoo probably took it from another tabloid. I'm not clicking on it. I don't give a god darn. Prince William and Kate Middleton are reportedly worried about that Prince Harry's UK visit next week. Why? What it could lead to or where it's going after that, I didn't click. I don't care. They're not worried. They got the result. Well, almost got the result that they wanted. They really thought Harry was going to stay in the UK, especially Rager thought that, Harry was going to stay in the UK and let Meghan just float off into the sunset with his child. Yeah, okay. And now they have two children, so just because you want to stick your pricklies everywhere or your peg and get all, prickly from all the rose bush thorns. I'll put it like that. Don't think your brother wants to be just like you, because ain't nobody really want to be like you. I have to keep my. Mm-mm-mm. So this is another parody. We know Karen Ames. We know how she is hilarious. She actually tagged James O'Brien and LBC in this tweet, and I had to scream because he had a caller who called in and wasn't sure exactly what Randy Andy had done wrong. Well, okay, you have major issues, but the parody comes out and it's like what James O'Brien doesn't get is that Harry betrayed the royal family more than Andrew. Andrew may be linked to sex crimes, but Harry is trying to show the world you can do what royals do without being part of the institution. We need articulate royalists as callers on that show. when I say I really would love to meet who's behind some of these parody accounts. I really would. Because while they're claiming to be supporters of the others, yeah, no, they make them look complete idiots that they are. So thank you to the parodies that are out there. Keep doing what you do. Now, here's so I'm not able to. Okay, so Royal News Network that's shown here. I'm just saying the name because if you're listening, you won't get it. Is a troll had a picture taken, had a selfie taken with cosplay. hmm She sat and listened and did a. How many times Harry either mentioned himself, like his name was mentioned, or he said I, or the we word was said, or I mean, literally, you went through 5 hours just for that, and there's screenshots. I can't get them all in. It probably gives a little bit more impact, but it just shows how flippin' loony they are. So then the parody comes along. My so-called fans would rather watch and make a whole ass thread about Harry's work than any of the shit I put up on YouTube. What does a 41-year-old bald guy with yellow teeth have to do to be taken seriously around here? Oh, the way I hollered when I saw this yesterday, lost it. So there are screenshots that I'm not able to pull in that I have that were regard to people logging, like basically when the Earth, um, I guess he had a documentary or program was running. It was more of a program. So when the awards show, people turned off within seconds. They were not. They just were not into it like that. So that's where this parody is coming along, and they do have a YouTube channel. I'm just saying. Mhm. I didn't think Royals did that kind of stuff because there's an ITV channel that is you would think is the royal families, but it's not. But then there is a royal family channel. But yeah, Space and Cosplay have their own little channel. Because that's what royals do since Meghan left and went back to the US. So, if that was the case, and if Harry and Meghan had a YouTube channel, oh my gosh, the world would be ending. But that's why I feel that, TIG 2.0 should come on back, because I would never watch their channel. I don't like them at all, so why would I even watch them? But yeah. Thank you to the parody counts out there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, because y'all are hilarious. Whoa. Elaine is like, I never turned it on. Those get it. She's in the UK, so yes, that would have been aired. Y'all. I'm so glad it was like the first one that I saw when I flipped back over into the comments section. I can't with y'all. Lydia, trash time, bring VS speaks. This is too funny. People not trying to support that mess of Prince William's. Well, I'm just saying. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Woo, those parodies, they give life. Oh, they give life. Gwendolyn and Lottie, absolutely. They're just trying to stay relevant. Oh yeah. Mm. Trying, never were. We know what the Rhoda told us back in 2020 when that announcement was made on January 8th and Harry and Meghan basically told them that they were not dealing with the Rhoda anymore once they broke free. um, yeah. Well, we're not going to cover them. We're not going to, they're just irrelevant. We're not going to, and every day since y'all have still had them in your headlines because y'all can't sell those other ones. Little Mac, one of the callers said the royal family is like the mafia, and what Harry did was break the code of silence. Andrew is keeping quiet about the family so they will support him. Oh, yeah, they support him. There's the picture of them going to church, William driving them to church. And I went through that. We know that the Queen, when he was pictured with the Queen shortly after she put her John Hancock on that check to settle that lawsuit he had with a victim. I'll just say it like that. So he can carry on. That was the signal right there that he's in the fold, suckling on us, and we're loving every moment of it. Okay. Whew. Lottie, what does Harry's visit have to do with William and Kate? Absolutely nothing, but they have to have their name in it in order for anybody to pay attention. Mhm. Absolutely nothing. I mean, he Kate doesn't have to worry about any walkabout. My God, she was just the hardest thing was after the Queen, and she had to do that little walkabout, and then they tried to turn that around and lie on Megan and say that they had left, and then the footage came out, and we see that they had not just left. Okay, so Um, I will differ on, when Megan says that she's a nice person, maybe, but her actions speak louder than any words that she put on some paper to apologize for making Megan cry, let alone all the ish that we've seen since then. So the karma that's coming for them is coming for them, and it's going to come. Wee. I'll have no empathy or sympathy. I'm going to say it now. Should there be an announcement and then they've parted ways, I will have no sympathy or empathy for space or cosplay. Not a bit. Not a bit. Usually most stalkers lose out anyway, but I'm just gonna leave that alone. Okay, so cookies and cream. Everyone, please keep watching Heart of Invictus. Let's help to make it number one. It's all inspiring and heartwarming docuseries. It is. And um on what is it, IMDb or whatever the channel or the website is, there's ratings. So you also have a rating on Netflix and then the IMDb, I think it is. I think Church Nelly dropped the links early on before the live stream started, and she may have done that throughout while I was talking and not seeing the chat. So if you are able to and you've seen the docuseries, the documentary, rate, because yes, the derangers are out there just putting horrible comments, and yeah, it's disgusting. It's just absolutely disgusting. So, Diane. Woo. All right, let me see. Diane, William Barker Bowles and Rave Queen. Better worry not only when Harry's in the UK, US, and every other space you might have heard of. Okay, better not worry. Yeah. Um, what the Sussexes do, or what those folks over there in the UK do, they do. Harry and Meghan don't have to sync their diaries to them, which they had to do when they were in the UK, because God forbid someone's overshadowed, or you can't have competing engagements. The press, because the press whine and complain because they want to be able to attend them all. What they really were saying is, we don't give a F about you all here. We need to be able to be full attention to Harry and Meghan. And if Harry and Meghan are at separate things, we can't. We don't have time for y'all. That's really what the media was telling them. But okay. Say that they can't have conflicts. Now it's going to be whatever. Y'all knew, like the rest of us, when the Invictus games were coming. If you go and schedule some events during that engagement that is on y'all in the UK, don't whine and complain about somebody overshadowing you, because the Invictus games were announced shortly before the ones ended last year. So go stuff it somewhere with the whole overshadowing piece and all that other malarkey. Okay. Let me see, Diane. True, Sherry, where veterans form a bond and friendship. So if unroyals were really doing training and real service alongside, somebody would speak up from time to time. Suspicious. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Hence, when I saw that about the Spanish royals, I was like, oh, this is what you do. This is, Now, some will mention about the queen, I'm sure. Yeah, she somewhat trained to be a mechanic. Did she ever use those skills? No. Okay, moving on. I'm not going to speak ill of her at this moment. But yeah, um, Space has had plenty of time, 40 plus years to get it together and do whatever, make a mark for himself. But again, can't overshadow his dad. Now his son is going to be in the same predicament because can't overshadow Pegger. Although he should tell him go stick one, but okay. Let me behave. Okay, let me behave. Let me behave. Woo! Lord of mercy. Raven, Diane, that little shit probably didn't do shit. He could walk on a plank by himself. Clown, yeah. He needed help. I really do wish I could get that. I need to get that clip over when because I don't think I ever showed it on here. He's trying to do an obstacle course, step into tires, which give you, I will say that is probably a little difficult, but you didn't need all those people standing around and you had a helmet on too. I'm just going to leave it alone because if they're standing around and you have a helmet, then you weren't really that high up. Come on now. Okay. Meanwhile, Harry grabs hold of the rope and climbs to the top, rings the bell. And what was James' response? That's for both of us. There you go. That would have been me. And then crawled through that mud and didn't have not a stain on his belly. What? Okay. And y'all wonder why Megan smiles the way she does. Okay. Sherry, Miss VS, Chuck's a coward. Yeah, he is. He's a wuss. He's a wuss. Rafaela, ciao. Charles, no respect for family Sussex. Yeah, he is he's a human being. Let me just say that. And that goes way back to how he treated a woman that he wasn't in love with, basically forced to marry, but then made her life miserable before and after divorce. Yeah. Those dummies always use our faves for fodder. Duh, because they're so irrelevant. There you go. As if people aren't watching every little thing, and then they're like, wait a minute, but you said this here. And again, if KC3 is at an engagement or on a visit or somewhere else, there is no reason to even mention Harry and Meghan. He ain't in Montecito. I don't think he'll ever step foot in Montecito mansion. Hmm. As much as they, want to reference the 16, whether it's 16 bedrooms, 16 baths, we don't know. They're paying for it. They're happy. And don't tell me that none of them wouldn't, if they could, have the same type of arrangements. I'm sure there's homes in Beverly Hills if they really wanted to. Mhm. There's very, very exclusive neighborhoods out that way that they really wanted a home on, the west coast of the United States. They could afford it, couldn't they? I mean, go get them bags out of your, money out of your closet, along with your skeletons and everything else, your pegs and everything else. Okay. All right. I might have to end. Let me see. How long have I been on? Woo, almost an hour. Okay. Okay. Diane, nobody cares unless Sussexes are mentioned as that people guard friends with nobody. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. When he went. Is that his new nickname, William Barker? Barker Bowles? It should be Bowles. Okay, let me just. William Barker Bowles. Mm, Pegs, Bowles. Okay, let me stop. Oh Lord. Let me go back down in these comments. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Let me see, kids. Tier, they're still salty. Harry and Meghan are doing great while they can't. Find no one to host Commonwealth Games. Listen, what's the gist of the Commonwealth Games? Are they going to pay for all these countries? And, of course, when the countries have to host the games, they're not going to do it in the UK all the time. Maybe the first one. But when you have lines of people in queue for food banks over there, do you really want people to be putting on a big show like that? Hmm, just a question that people in the UK got to answer. Oh, I read that comment. Okay, let me come down some more. Whoa, Carlene, let me see. They think everyone is stupid. Most people see through William fake BS. Yes, they do. Hey, Joyce, I see your name as I'm scrolling through. Rosa, how are you? Hey, Kathy G, how you doing? Let's see. Abby, how are you? Okay, this pure evil and pagan is a racist. Yeah, well, he's married to one also, but he's married. Grifters will grift, and they're grifting together. Mm, and I hope they truly are stuck to each other for life. Literally, it would be hard for the family to reject Prince Andrew since some other family members probably are as guilty as he is, and maybe worse. Ooh, Lydia. Ooh. Yeah, the thoughts and opinions of those in the chat are not always of that of VS Speaks Royally. I'm just reading. Okay. Ooh, that sounds very, very interesting. Mm. Members that are probably dead and gone, I hope, to the Lord above. Okay. Because if they're still walking, mm, I mean, they're in-laws. You figure, cosplay's uncle. We've seen him enough on tape doing crazy stuff. Yeah. But they'll support him. hmm Marjorie, Andrew knows where all the bodies are buried, so you cannot piss him off too much. Listen, well, let me shut up. If he's got them over a barrel, they are in bigger trouble than um, trying to, defame and smear Harry and Meghan. That's even bigger issues. The royal family, So I go with that hashtag abolish the monarchy. Hmm. Um, in this day and age, it's 2023. If a royal and the working, I'll put it this way, in the working royal ranks were to come out, um, you know, with their sexual orientation being other than heterosexual. I mean, I would hope that they're very of accepting and all that, and not forcing people to live lives that they truly goes against the grain of their soul. So, you know, pegging, he can catch up to 2023 if need be. But mm, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Let me see. Kids, whatever happened to that one reporter who called Raging Cage the other royals at Queenie funeral? Probably blacklisted, as they say. IMDb? No, IMBD. Yeah, okay. I think the link has been dropped. It may not be. I don't know. I know I saw Church Nelly had dropped it earlier. But go out there and rate appropriately, please. If you've watched it, and leave heartfelt comment and all that, and it doesn't cost anything. You can just set up an account, because you have to have an account to leave a comment. But yeah, to heck with them with these ugly comments and rating stuff down just because it has Harry's involved or Meghan. It's craziness. It's craziness, because they're not thinking of the impact of those that are involved or have even been shown. I mean, the five that were highlighted gave insight to their lives that many would never have ever known or seen, and the honesty that came out of them doesn't deserve a thumbs down. I'm sorry. Okay. Have a little goddamn respect for fellow human beings. Mm, okay. Okay. Cookies and cream, Black Queen. Oh, thank you. I've been in these streets fighting the good fight for the Sussexes for a long time and will continue to do so. I detest any injustice and bullies. Yeah, well, it pisses me off to hear people who feel that, especially for Megan, that she should sit there and take it. No, because your ass wouldn't sit there and take it. So don't expect her to sit there and take it. She knows her worth. Besides, nobody should. Um, and that's why she's thriving now. And y'all keep it up, and the ancestors are gonna smack the living shit out of you. Okay. Oh, Church Nelly. Oh my God. Let me see. Abby, last week they cried that Doria overshadowed the church outing. These individuals are silly. What church outing? See? Don't even know. Don't even care. It's just some question I just threw out there. But that's funny. She overshadowed. Hmm. By going to an event, a charity event. They should always champion charity. Otherwise, they should take themselves off of being a patron for any of the charities that they are. There is no way that you should ever come out. I don't give a damn what type of headline. If it is not championing your own charity, but another person's charity, shut the up. Okay. You just go into church and it's, oh, are you talking about that church thing with them in the car? Oh, we saw them in the car. We didn't see them in church. The place probably would have went up in flames. Okay, let me stop. Um, Church Nelly, a shadow could overshadow the unroyals. well, well. Cookies and cream, the unroyal family need to realize that the world doesn't revolve around them and never has. But okay, the citizens are private citizens that will do what they want whenever they want to. They need to get over it already. Yeah, they're still trying to control. They really want. We know they do want Harry back. They really do. Cause see, we know who would have been smiling at the opening event, just the opening, and maybe come for the closing, and maybe show up here or there. Trying to see who he could peg. Mm. Did I say we were out of trash time? Because I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to drag myself out of trash time. Connie Balmer, how are you? Hey, Rosalind, how are you? All right, let me behave myself. I keep saying that, and I really can't. Life's magical journey, how are you? Well, I appreciate you passing through. I just happened to see this. Of course, it's probably like 5 hours after you dropped it, but thank you. Elaine, Marjorie, Andrew probably buried the body. Oh, there you go. Oh my gosh. I mean, mind you, that's his uncle. He has more respect for his uncle. Into the kinks like him, that type of thing. Mhm. Let me move on. Diane, one of my favorite parts of Spare is when Megan asked who the aide was holding Liz's purse, and the answer was Pettigrew. That boy has zero shame, Lord. Mhm. And I always thought that that purse was her way of signaling to staff, like it's time to go or, time to move along if people were there meeting. I don't know. I'd always heard that she sent signals like she did with people in the ride with her. So being that Megan has gone on a solo engagement with the Queen, let's, okay. Um, Gina, I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of her behavior. Whose behavior? Oh, okay, because see, I see comments so late in life here on this chat, and then I'm like, who, what, where? Sherry, one writer had the nerve to rate Heart of Invictus, what, 6.5 out of 10? Yeah. The thing is that you're leaving a rating. Don't think that IMBD doesn't know, given different things, especially with Megan, where all the influx of traffic is coming from. They know the countries. They could break it down if they really needed to. It's always surprising to me when you wind up finding that they're middle-aged white women here in the US that are doing a lot of that hate. And it's like, what's wrong with y'all? Your husband's out here, let me stop. Hiding because they were part of the January 6th thing, a couple of years ago. Is that what's the problem? Y'all ain't getting enough? What's the issue? Because hating on Megan ain't helping your life, increase your life, whatever. Ain't helping your looks either. Some of y'all, whoo. All right, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, thank you. Because I was like, who is that? What is that? Whose behavior? I mean, thanks for the chat. Thanks for dropping out the clouds, but I guess you've kind of given your reason. I don't know. Let me see. AP, she totally underestimated the power of the royal family. That's the reason she is failing. She totally underestimated power of royal family. That's the reason she is failing. Who's failing? What the fuck are you talking about? Okay. Okay, anyway, on that note. But to all the trolls that have dropped in and dropped a little comment, thank you for the engagement, you fuckers. Thank you so very much. You think I'm upset? Whatever. All right. Ooh, Joy, have fun at the YMCA. Do a few, workouts for me in honor of me. Um, but okay. Yeah, I mean it's engagement. You done sat in this chat, you done sat in this live stream and done all that, blah blah blah. Oh, okay. That troll has been dismissed. Oh, thank you, Lydia. I knew the mods probably did. I this is a thing in StreamYard. We still see the content creator still sees the comments, even if y'all have blasted them off into the block party ahead of time. But yeah. Where are these trolls coming from? Trolls will be trolling. They see hey. Thank you so very much for coming. All right, y'all. I hope you had a wonderful time, trolls and all. And the ones that are still out in the clouds, thank you for coming. Please, even if they hit the thumbs down, okay, I don't see it. Nobody else does either, but please hit the thumbs up if you haven't hit it already. Share out. Be sure to remember there is the giving campaign. That link has been dropped several times throughout the live stream. Go out. Please go watch Heart of Invictus. I mean, if failing is that, you had number one, you had a best-selling book, two books, actually, if you think of the, Together cookbook, but, hey, who am I? They don't understand the meaning of fail. Go answer those 5 questions that your future had asked you. That's what y'all can do. That's what the trolls can do. Go answer those 5 early education questions if you can. All right. Now, let me behave. Let me get off here. Love you all. Take care of yourselves. Please be safe out there. I hear there's a mask mandate that may be coming back, but do what you must do when you're in public spaces because the bug is still going around. Take care. And as Cookies and Cream says, everyone, please continue to pray for the Sussexes, each other, and the world. Yes, no bad energy. We've just dispelled that. Troll spray got the ones that needed to get gotten. And y'all be safe. Love you all. And we'll be talking again this upcoming week, maybe even tomorrow. Bye, everyone.